Good morning. John, what did you say about these packs of blocks, bud? Don't be like that now. John. John. Morning, afternoon, whatever time it is, I don't know. But these packs of blocks are falling apart when we're lifting them because they've been moved too many times. Those packs of blocks are only designed to be moved once, and that's not twice. Once onto the lorry, once off the lorry. And we've stored them in our yard. And John's been lifting them out and the packs keep falling apart. It's the classic, what's that saying? Shit rolls downhill. So we're now tasked with getting them out and taking them to a job site. So let me just show you some of John's fine work. He's got the hide now. These are the ones he dropped. Oh, it's all good fun. So today, John is my number one. Because John is the best driver, I'm not going to lie. That's because Ash is new. So he's now my number one. He's hiding. You've got to be on your toes today, John.
I think we'll have to edit this one together.
This isn't going to be funny. It's not. Look at the concentration on this man. I haven't dropped one yet, anyway. Look at it. Look at the skill now. The skill. Let's have a close up of the skill. Is he gonna? He's gotta go on the pack, mind, John. He's under pressure now. Look, that's the problem. Should I help him? Should I help him? All right then. Ashley wouldn't have made that mess. And John only dropped one pack. Well done, John. Can't fault that. We're going old school today, look. We're going professional with nets and everything. Yeah. 2 nets, not 1, 2. Do the back first, then the front. Because if you had 2 sheets and the flap was the other way around, the wind would go underneath it and they would rip that one off. Well, not rip it off, but it wouldn't exactly do it any good anyway. So yeah, I think I need a brick net. We could do with one. Very handy a brick net is. Oh, I did actually have one, but I give it to a mate and he never gave it back. Right, let's go and get all this off anyway. Look at it. And we've got more to come back for. Pick up more. Nice and easy. I didn't have to do a lot. Didn't have to do a lot. Right, we'll pick some steels up a minute now from a delivery we used to go to. Many moons ago. Oh, right. Yeah, we big old job this one we got. Yeah, and there's another more than blocks to come down, but I think it's going to be a bit awkward. Yeah, well, right. Show you this. I like this one. I thought you was coming this way. Right. Apart from that, can you see? Are you two? You're about. Can I say for that? Wow! If you don't know what that is, that's actually a tiny little D-shackle, which I don't think was designed for that. It's designed for lifting, not for pulling. So I'm kind of hoping that's only on there because they need to move that trailer on this job. Yeah, wouldn't want to take that out on the road. Oh no! All right, we get this. Let's get this done. Let's go and pick up some steel. Right then. 10 points if anyone knows where I am. Oh, shut up. Right, yeah, 10 points if anyone knows where I am. Can you guess yet? Have they changed the door? Or is there an openy door? I can't remember. Aha, press the button to open. Sorry fella, you're gonna have to wait. Somebody always phones me when I don't want them to. Yeah, 10 points if anyone knows where I am. You won't have to worry because you'll know in a second. Ooh, stay there you. I got bits of camera stuff everywhere. Right. I've just picked up 6 pieces of steel. I've got to go on the weighbridge. Unbelievable. Ah, people of the interwebs, the webs of the inter. Story time. That lovely little place by there, you know, there. Yeah, I spent many mornings there taking sheets off a trailer to go in here to get unloaded. Oh, many a morning.
Used to be here bang on for 6:30, and if you was lucky you'd get out here about 10 o'clock. And from what I can gather, not a lot has changed. But that's not my concern anymore. I gotta be fair though, I do miss this kind of work. I really do. How strange is that to say you miss that kind of work? Yeah, come in, yeah, you got to go on the bridge to come out, to weigh in and out, and yet I'm only picking stuff up from a pre-ordered stuff, 100 kilos. Well, thank you very much. Bit of a pointless exercise personally, but hey-oh. Clearly there's powers to be. Go on, fella. I'm not mocking the gentleman either. You can see he's struggling, but he's still having a go, and that is what matters. Anyway, right, we're going back to the yard. I had to do another load of blocks, so we might leave today there. We'll see. We might. We don't know, because I managed to lose 2 memory cards, so I'm running a bit low on space today. We might have to go and purchase some on the way home. You people are costing me a fortune. Even bought a new camera. Right, tally ho! Try again, shall we? Well, where was we? Because I got slightly preoccupied the last day and a half. So, we started on Tuesday. It's now Thursday. I'd done a load of blocks and we had a bit of messing around on the next load, so it was just not worth the hassle. And the fact I dropped a pack. We all make mistakes, so, but that job's done now. We've done all our blocks, they was there and done. So, hello everyone. Can't remember if I said hello. There's a good chance I could backtrack. Hope you're all doing super duper. I is doing super duper. I think we should embrace the new year, you know. Grab it by the short and curlies and say, oh, pack your malacking from last year and the year before. This year's going to be good. You know what I mean? I hope so anyway. So yeah, anyway, hello everyone. Hello the old, hello the new, and hello the ones in the middle. And hello everyone from work. Yeah, how's that one? There's quite a few in work, unfortunately, now decide to, when they reach their lowest point, decide to watch my crap. So, hello everyone else. So let's have a little bit of a rant. We should have a little bit of a rant, not a rant as such, but a bit of annoyance. I was on the old Books of the Face this morning actually, and there's a very serious pressing matter I must discuss with you all, but that's gonna have to wait a little bit later on. And but yeah, so I was looking at you gotta be joking me, you spatula. For the love of God. So I oh God, what is it wrong with people? Can't you drive? Bunch of morons. Backtrack. Yeah, I was on the Book of the Face this morning, and there was a job advert come up for an old company, should we say, an old company, and I know the work inside out. Still got friends that work there, but this thing at the moment about chasing big money in this job, they put the advert out for the job, and fair play to them, right? They put their rates, everything up. They were honest about it. Where are you going? Squeeze through and jump in front. So they put everything on there. They're honest, you know, put all the rates, everything up on it. Now 90% of the jobs you see advertised for driving, they will not put the rates up, which I suppose that's their choice, but personally put the rates up, I believe. Don't try to dupe people into coming to you and then giving them crap rates. So anyway, I was reading through some of it, and the job advert was you got more money from the more hours you drove. Okay, now I think that's a good idea, right? So but you had slightly less money when you was tipping or, you know, sat in a bay, whatever it might be, which is not an issue. So anyway, I think it's a good idea. Gives you an incentive to not actually think, oh, I can't bother to do any more today, now I'm going to park up, because a lot of people just, they do. So it's getting a bit long-winded, this, isn't it? So anyway, like I said, I thought it's a good idea, but I'm reading through these comments, all the keyboard warriors are out, blah 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 blah, that's ridiculous, why should you have to do that, and this, and right. So, and there was one then that said, oh, so does a secretary get paid more if she's typing away on her keyboard more? And I thought that's just ridiculously stupid, but okay. So out of curiosity, I worked out how much I would take home if I worked the hours I used to work there. Okay. So in in a little over 4 years, right, it worked out I would have had just over £320 a week pay rise. So for my average 65 hours, I would have averaged over £300 extra in my wages a week. That's £1,200 a month, right? That's an obscene pay rise in less than 4 years. 4 years since, like, what the fart in hell are people expecting these days? It's ridiculous. Like, head just exploded from it. I couldn't believe it. And I actually phoned my friend up who still works there. I was talking to him about it. Wow. If you was to actually do a Sunday run and get a full shift on a Sunday, you would clear nearly £1,000 a week. So the £1,000 a week club is now a thing, right? That was always the running joke, that was. But it's general haulage. It's nothing special, mind. You know, a lot of the stuff is actually food work anyway, RDCs and stuff like that. But it's all taut line of work, so there's no roping, sheeting. There's none of that. I just like, oh, I can't believe it. I'm dumbfounded by it all, I am. So yeah, for a moment I actually did think, do you know what? Should I? I did, for a moment I did, I'm not gonna lie. I was enticed by, like I said, a £300 a week pay rise. But anyway, that's enough of that one, and let's get out of that one. I haven't made my bed either. I've been a bit of a scruffy git. Took it all out, have it all washed the other day. Well, Friday last week. We picked up a 14-ton machine. This is going back to our yard. It's one of the new ones. And I'm not really sure what I'm doing after that then. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Bit like we might have some new work kicking off this year, that'd be nice. Maybe something a little bit further afield up the road. That would be nice, I gotta be honest. Stretch the old legs. Maybe test out the old bunker rooms. We'll have to see. I can see blue lights. I can see blue lights. We're not going to move them in here because there's far too much traffic on the left. I'm not going to brake and slow everything down. And Mr. Blue Lights is still a fair way away yet. One of the new ones. Just saying, right? That's how they should come back.
spotless. All of them should come back spotless, but they don't. And we want a 3 ton at the one, yeah. It is over by there. Right, so we're going to swap these around anyway. Windy as well. This one's going back to the hire company, but I gotta put 2 machines on, one up on there, one by there, and then the one by there, so that when I get to the hire company I can just take that one off. So we're gonna take all this off. I get all the best jobs I do. Brilliant, isn't it? The site is down here in between the houses. I can't really get to it. I could, but it's just going to cause mayhem. So it's easier for the boys just to track it out, which I've just phoned them and bring it out to me. So yeah, they should be here very soon. So anyway, 1, 2. Wasn't too bad, was it? Could have been a lot worse. With a nosy neighbour watching me mind, but you know. That's what we got. We got to get a wiggle on. So I'm supposed to be in somewhere at 5 o'clock, and I don't think I'm going to do it. Might have to get done tomorrow. Yeah, it's is a rather yeah, I think we have an elderly gentleman. He's just been stood in the window, like, and I'm not sure which way he's going to go. He's either going to be the one that's complaining like hell, or he's the one just happy to, you know, stare out the window and watch the world. But I'm not in the way of nothing and causing any problems. It's quite crazy how you know, things got to be done, but yet people, I'm not having that done, but that's just ridiculous. Like, so yeah, but our site is like 2 entrances to this job down here. What we call the bottom and top. Hey. And I normally phone the boys and say, look, is it top or bottom? And they tell me where. The sun is blaring out. So yeah, they'll tell me then, and then I can get them to track the machine out when I'm nearly there, or when I'm there, or as I did just by there just now. I didn't phone them till I
Phoned them to ask them where the machine was. They've told me. I got there, and when I got there, that was when I phoned them because I knew I had to take this one off. So, you can take stuff on and off quite a few times when you're juggling things round. I did once, and my mate still takes the mickey out of me now. I was out on a run. He said multiple different places. Some kits coming off higher, some's being taken from one site to another site. But I had a little 3-ton dumper, and it was my first collection in the morning, and that stayed on me all day because I never went back to the yard. I was just out all day, and I passed him 3 times that day. And I had nothing but taking the dumper for a walk, you know. I had that. I'm thinking you need to grow up, you know. It's just. It was lonely sat in the yard. I'm not taking it for a ride. I'm just doing a good deed. Yeah, but you can swap and change. That's why this work can be slow and steady, as I suppose. Yeah, because you can't really go flying around. You can't go, you know, trying to throw stuff on the trailer quick. You've just got to quietly, steadily do it. If you don't, you can end up with all sorts of problems, as I've learned. You can make mistakes, costly mistakes, and it's not worth it. So I'm supposed to be up in Tredegar at before 5 o'clock. Don't think it's going to happen, so I'm going to have to phone my comrade, and we'll have to see if he's going to wait back for me or not. We'll have to see. The other day, I put a little story up on Sluttergram, Instagram. I'd done a collection. I was picking up a machine from a place up in Merthyr, and as I looked out to the back of the place, there's a company there used to be called Triumph. They make all lockers and filing cabinets, all that type of stuff. Anyway. Seen it. I haven't been up it for years and years. It's shut down now. It is. I think it's all up for redevelopment. It's just behind the Hoover factory up in Merthyr. So I sees it, takes a picture of the building, and I thought, do you know what? There is actually a cool little story behind this. What I thought was a cool story. So I told this. I thought, I tell you what, I'll tell you it. So the story is as follows, right? When I passed my class 1. I did have experience as a sense because I lived in my father's lorry. Any chance I could, I was there, I was gone. So anyway, when I passed my class 1, I literally drove around, me and my mate, we drove around every company we could find. See if they give me a chance, right? No. I went on all day. So hey, last place we went, we was in Cardiff. I won't name the company. I seen a lorry parked in the back of their yard, so I said, tell you what, go in here. In we went. Pleaded my case. I say pleaded my case. Said, look, you know, anything. Yes, we have. I thought, oh, you know, didn't even ask for. I said, look, I've literally just passed my test. I had a copy, a photocopy of everything. That's all I had. Yes, no problem. So anyway, he said, be here tomorrow. This was on a Friday. Be here Saturday morning, and we'll fight. We've got a run for you. Ha ha ha. So off I goes, buzzing, excited beyond belief. Turns up Saturday morning. He says, right, you are come with me. We gotta go and pick up a hired lorry. Brilliant, I thought. So off we goes, picks the lorry up. I gets in there, looks down. And it's the old twin split on a DAF, CF85 DAF, flat cab, nothing special. Good old twin split, and I'm like, ah! So, drove down, picked the trailer up, and I'm still buzzing mine. I'm up here, I'm just like ecstatic. They're like, oh, look at me, I can drive the bus. Yeah, up the Triumph, he says, and get loaded. Right, where am I going? Right, you and the other driver are going to Edinburgh, Queen Street. Wow. Incredible. Okay. Now I knew where Triumph was because my brother had friends there who I became very friendly with myself, and I was friends with them before I ever went up there. So I drives up to Merthyr, playing sweet music with my gearbox. Sweet, sweet, sweet music. I could play everything. I could play classic hits of apologies, we're back. Yeah, so I learned to play some classic hits with my old twin splitter. You know, I could play Pavarotti's classics, I could play Nirvana's classics. I was the bee's knees, right? I could play Blur on this gearbox. The noises it made was incredible. So I goes up there, pulls in, yeah, no problem, reverse onto the B. Now, I'll put a picture up I took. When I turned up there, this place was full to the brim. There's just pallets everywhere, there's steel everywhere, it's rammed in there. But there's about 30 people outside because they're all on there, like, I suppose, morning break or whatever it was. In I strolls, alright? Still wet behind the ears, you know, my ink on my licence hadn't even dried. I pulls in there, giving her the big one, one arm out the window. But I'm going to be the entertainment. I just didn't realise it at the time. Because I made the biggest, massivest mess of reversing onto a bay. I messed it up so badly that I was in the lorry, I got sweat pouring off me, my ticker's doing this, I'm panicking, all these people are sat there, you know, cups of coffee, having their smoke break and all the rest of it, and in comes me, right? So the guy came up to me in the end and said, look, he said, come in, have a cuppa, we'll have a look in a minute. No, I'll be alright, I did, I got out the lorry and I went in and into their offices. I did have a quick cuppa, right? But I'm sat like, knowing I gotta go back out and do it. So it goes out, finally goes on a B. Like I said, it did take me about 40 minutes, that's no exaggeration, right? Gets loaded, phones my office, right, yeah, go meet the other driver, brilliant. So I'm going to follow him up to Edinburgh. All the way up there, well, especially to Birmingham, I am praying there's no hold-ups, no traffic, because I got to change gear. I was in a hell of a mess with it, I just couldn't get my head around it. I think it was a case of excitement and adrenaline and all sorts, so yeah, I could not get my head around this gearbox. No, in all fairness, no problem, we got straight up there, and it was, loved it. Saturday day, all the way up there, Edinburgh, perfect summer's day it was as well, it was perfect. We got up to Queen Street and it must have been 11 o'clock at night, 11:30. We actually had permits to park on the street ready for the morning because we were going to do what they call an install into the office block. Where all what we had on was going, all the lockers, chairs and all sorts. So that was, so we was permitted to park on the actual street. It was brilliant. Because bearing in mind, I'm 20... I'm 21, 22, 21. Not long out the army, so how should we say? I'm full of whatever young 21-year-olds are full of, you know. And I'm sat on Queen Street at 11:45, cannot sleep. I'm staring out the I'm staring out the window at what can only be described as rather provocative women, shall we say. There's two things I've learnt, and that is polar bears don't get cold, neither do the women in Edinburgh. Because wow. So I pretty much sat there till about 1 o'clock in the morning just staring out the window. I was checking on people's welfare. So off I goes, gets my head down, I woke up, goes to turn the night heater on. That don't even work. So and I got nothing with me really, apart from a little sleeping bag. Gets up in the morning, unloads everything. Had a good laugh doing it, in all fairness. The driver was Steve, I followed up there as well. And once we tipped off, I think we were finished, unloaded by about 10:30. And then we found a little cafe and had breakfast. And that was the first time I ever had haggis. And I actually quite liked it. And then we had a lovely little drive back down on a Sunday. The company which I'd done the job for, it's kind of, it is, the people who owned it are still about. They still run lorries. They've changed their name quite a few times, and that company I worked for, I was there for about 6 or 8 months, and we used to do a bit of general haulage, a bit of containers. That was the first time, they were the first time I went abroad as well in the lorry, was with that company. I went down to, actually I was supposed to go to Belgium, I didn't go to Belgium. I ended up going down to a place called Busto Arezzo, which is just north of Milan in Italy. Steepest learning curve I ever had. Tell that story another time if you want. Just chuck something, just let me know. So yeah, to say that the company was rather right. There's a thing called bending the rules. Their rules were bent 90 degrees to 180 degrees. That's just put it that way. So I worked with them for about 8 months, and yeah, I was I had the mickey. They really did take the mickey out of me with things, because I was a bit naive. I say a bit naive. I was very naive, and it was a steep learning curve with things. Because the lorry I actually had off them then was a 4x2 Reynolds 400. A cracking little lorry, was brilliant, and that's why I was going back and forth roading for a bit. But yeah, there was a good little day that was Saturday. First trip I ever went out on driving a lorry was from well, Cardiff to Edinburgh, Cardiff to Merthyr to Edinburgh, and I absolutely loved it. The people watching me reversing the bay had a good laugh, a real good laugh. So I put it up on Sluttergram, and then a certain driver decided to tell me he had no problems reversing on that bay. That's because he was in a rigid, wasn't he, Mr. Andrews? Wasn't it? That's right. That is right. Cheeky shite. Yeah. But the two gentlemen who I used to know there, this is going on a bit, isn't it? This is, yeah. Was Paul and Alan, and they'd worked for that company for the best part of 30 years. So one night I was down London. We all used to park in a place called Hayes on the industrial estate around the back, and then the boys would go over to the club. I like to point out I never drank when I was up the road. Never interested me. So I goes in. Now Alan and Paul and Alan were without a doubt geniuses around London, and I mean, like, you'd think they'd sat and done the London knowledge. They were incredible, but that's all the work they ever done was in London. And I asked how to get to a certain place. The argument the MP had over best way for me to get in there lasted about 45 minutes, to the point we're all sat at the table looking around at each other, having a laugh and a joke, and the MP are still kind of like, they were like a husband and wife duo. They were bickering back and forth. No, you can't turn left here because of the lights, you have to go back down. And it's like, wow. Anyway, I got lost going here in the morning. I did. I made a right balls up of that. Really did make a mess of it. I'd only been doing a little bit of London back and forth, but I went down into, where is it? Into Russell's Garden, I think it was. Anyway, I'm waffling crap. We'll get on with here now. Oh, that's gone on far too long, hasn't it? So I can see the time up there on my camera. So yeah, anyway, so I'll, if you like the Italian story, I'll tell you that one as well.
Another delightful morning. It's a bit cold. Can you see the moon? It's a big moon. We can't afford a full price tipper today, so we got a half price tipper. It is absolute. I think it's like -5 this morning. Yeesh. So we're going to do a load of sand, which is going down to Buryport, and then we got to whip a machine into. Where's it going? That is bugging me like you wouldn't believe. I got to order some new ones. Can't believe that happened. Yeah, we got to take a machine down to a place called Whitchurch for a demolition job. You know what? It's all you seem to do in winter is clean the epoxy mirrors. Can't fault it. So, I don't know if anyone would remember, but back in the Stone Age, all works. Used to see lorries with a bit of a cloth hanging over the side. That's what they used to use to keep the mirrors clean. We never had no heated mirrors and stuff like that. I'm just a fountain of useless knowledge. So we're loading that sand. We're loading sand. So, Paul scoops the sand. Keep scooping, keep scooping. And then Paul takes the sand. And then Paul, hurry up. Then Paul tips the sand. I need to get out more, don't I? Won't be long. Yeah. Bit big that bucket for our machine, I believe. So that's loaded. Sheet on. Right. I gotta tell you people this because it always makes me giggle. I don't know how well you can see the road. It's a little bit icy, alright, all the way down. It's the water running off the material, but it's like a sheet of ice. So we have a winter gritting service, a very busy winter gritting service, and snow clearance and lots of other things. And we cover most of South Wales. I think even as far as the, I think even Pembroke, Milford Haven, as far as there. Over the Severn Bridge as well, we got places. Okay. The only part they can't grit is our yard and the road into our yard. Blows my mind. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But I do find it confusing that the gritter stops working at the end of this road. And none of them are back in yet either, in all fairness. They're all still out. They've been out all night. Oh, what we got? Gotta sort that locker out underneath. It's rattling its nads off. So anyway, down to Buryport, whip this load of sand off, and back up for a machine this afternoon. I was supposed to do 2 loads down here, but it's not going to happen because I couldn't get loaded last night. So, not a lot I can do about that. So we're going for 1 down and 1 to Cardiff. And it's still a scorching -3. Oof. I don't know which way to go. Should I go the edge of the valleys or motorway? Because they both got roadworks on at the moment, so it don't really matter. Tell you what, let's go the edge of the valleys, is it? Where men are men and sheep are petrified, see?
because I'm from the valleys, the darkest of the valleys, especially Mercer, where it's very dark. It's so dark that we have to light our candles to see where we're going, see boy. But it is a beautiful dark place. That I can definitely say. It's a darkness so beautiful that I likes it. I does.
So we're gonna take this off you because it makes my life a little bit easier. Because where we're going is not very good. It's a bit tight. Ah, I thought I was gonna fall out the floor then. Oh, you bugger! Come on, don't. Yes, get in there. I'm a claw machine genius. So take this off. Because we got sand on. I'm not gonna lie, I don't normally put a sheet on. I'll explain to you why in a second. Trying to do this with one hand is just not very good, people. Where can I put you? I'll put you by there. Yeah, don't normally put the sheet on, but if it's sand, I tend to put it on because the top layer of sand dries and then the wind catches it, blows it out the back and pretty much just sandblasts the car behind you. Don't think I'd be able to do this with one hand, no. I ain't going to be able to do this with one hand. Oh-ho! Stay with there and don't fall. you're gonna fall. Try again. Yeah, so what tends to happen is that dries on the top and then just sandblasts the car behind. If it's like stone 10mm and 40mm, you don't have that issue because it's too heavy for the wind to pick up, but you should cover it. Right, we're gonna try and reverse into this site now. Got to reverse quite a fair way as well. Right, just have a go in there. The site is by there. Oh, right. Yeah, take a sheet off by air, it's a little bit easier than trying to do it on site. It means I'm a little bit quicker in and out as well, and there's not much room to stop really there, as you'll see in a minute. Yeah, a lot of the time, as long as the material's under the below the sides of the trailer, I don't normally tend to worry about the sheet too much. But things like sand and dust, you can't, because I've seen I've seen some pretty bad damage to cars being sandblasted when they've been behind a lorry carrying sand and stuff. Some really bad ones as well. It's life, I suppose, isn't it? Live and learn. Live and learn. I'm not a fan of coming in here. There's normally some really awkward cars on the corner. I had to buy a couple of new SIM cards because you people are costing me a fortune. So we'll buy a slightly bigger one. So I bought some bigger cards, and for some reason I thought 128 was the last ones I bought. They're not, because 128 gig is just over 8 hours of video. It's actually the 64s I normally have, which is like 3.5 hours. I don't really like using too big of a card, because if something goes wrong, you can lose a lot of stuff. So I tend to keep to a smaller card. So yay! Well done. Right, here we go then. Is there anything up at top? No deliveries up there. Not that I could see, so that's always a good sign, isn't it? That is a good sign. Oh, you have got to be joking me. Why would you park a car by there? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I tell you what, you've got to be joking me. Jesus Christ, man. Not happy with that one. Actually, I'm pretty furious with that. That's just... New houses, I think it's compulsory law now that you have to have parking for the cars. All the cars here, all the houses here got double drives, and everybody still parks on the road. And I do believe
most new houses are now built so that you can't have two cars on the street side by side. So yeah, and yet no, new build properties, what we'll do, we'll park on the streets to cause as much problems as possible. Well, I believe that's what they do. I'm sure of it. I'm sure I'm wrong, but I don't know. I don't know, people. People of the interwebs, please. Oh, come on, mate. Where you going, fella? Are you gonna... Whoop. We'll let him go in with here. Magic. Oh, look at that for a man. Look at that. Could have done. We're moving over. We're going to catch the curb. Hopefully not. Did we catch it? Ah, I have to pull forward. I have to have a shunt. I have to shunt it forward. Damn you, telehandler. I can normally do it in one. Normally in one. Concentrate, Russ, concentrate. Talking and concentrating, not really my forte. Now there's normally a pickup on this corner up here. I'm hoping he's not here today. I'm hoping. He's normally right up on the corner, just where your point your trailer starts to disappear out your view. Whoop. So yeah, is he there? Is he there? Can't see him yet. Is he there? There it is, look. Every time. Oh, it's not the pickup today, it's his car. That's okay then, isn't it? It's a bit better than having his pickup here. Oh no, we got a couple of cars today. A couple of cars. Oh, super duper. Super duper. Oh, is that going to be a pavement job? I think it is. Come on, you bugger. And yeah, all these houses have drives, mind. All of them, all have drives. There's no need to park on the road. But yet, if I hit something, it's my fault. Stupid lorry driver, how dare you hit something? Yeah, that car belongs to the corner house where the driveway is empty. Well done, you absolute plant pot. It is what it is, isn't it? I suppose you just got to shut up and get on with it. You know what I mean? You just got to shut up and get on with it. It was quite tight down the bottom here last time. So I'm hoping it's not too bad this time. Yeah, the ground workers go mad if you touch the curbs. Sand. Yeah, sand. Yeah. Bottom right hand side. Yeah. Oh, we got a van in the way, have we? We got vans in the way. Oh, is he moving? Yes, he's moving. Where's he going? Oh, the concentration, Russ, is just like too much, isn't it? This is like intense now, isn't it? You know, like, yeah! Shh, 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 shh. Don't tell anyone. At least they took a scaffolding down anyway. There was a load of scaffolding right here. Oops, nearly had it. Oh, no, 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 no. Are we going to have to take a shunt? Are we going to have to take a shunt? I might have to. We might have to. See the barriers? Obviously they got the feet that stick out a little bit. So what tends to happen is you catch the barrier and then it flips the top over and smacks your side of your door or does a panel on the lorry. It is highly infuriating because you can't see the legs sometimes of the barriers. But it was, believe it or not, it was actually tight, a lot tighter than this the last time I come down. Skip by there. Don't I get all the best jobs? Oh, of course you do, Russ. Let's have a look. There's the sand pile, can't see it. I think. Aha, it's by there. What are we up to at the moment? Oh, 10 minutes to reverse. Oh, well, not 10 minutes to reverse because I was talking to you back there. And this road's a bit slippery. If you wonder why I'm going so slow, because I don't want the truck to slip. Because if she starts to slide, I'm not stopping it. So I have to stick my big giraffe neck out the window. I should be alright now, actually. So I can just nip that into there without throwing the lorry off the side of the bank in. We'll be alright. There's everything on the left. It's all soft material, so not really the best. And obviously you don't want to be tipping on uneven ground. And do you know what? Like a glove, I tell you. Right. No alarm either, so we're on level ground. Send it. You don't want too much of a kick in the trailer because when it tips, she'll lift the weight off the drive a little bit and it'll push the lorry forward. You're bound to have seen videos with that happening. Listening for any dodgy, creaky sounds. Don't pull away too fast so we keep the pile nice and tight. Clean the back off. I'll be back. Oh, it's a bit cold, Cyril. So, that's us done. Quick and easy. Oh. Put the tag up, son, put the tag up. You stupid person. Oh, we're stuck. No, we're not. It's just a bit slick. It's a bit slick. Like slickety slick slick slick. But we have a magic trick for that. We do this thing called hit the diffs and pray that she goes all the way. And she will. Cheers, bud!
There's a small machine coming down there as well, is that true?
I've no idea. 8 tonner maybe.
805, you were saying.
Might be, but
Available first.
8. There's an 8 tonner in the yard now there. They brought it back yesterday. You might have our one, fella. Find out. Yeah, can you see what I mean with the barriers? They are a major pain in the ass. You see, do you think you got like, no, I don't know, probably like 6 or 7 inches, when in reality you haven't, because the feet catch. Well, really, come on boys, play the game, innit? Oh well. So the concentration in this place is a bit high. Where are you going, fella? And all these from here now, I believe I've got people in them or about to move into them. Feeling a bit peckish now, I gotta be honest. I could scoff a bowl of cereal, I think, now. Oh, shut up. Yeah, so all got double drives and stuff, and yet, you know, what we'll do, we'll park it on the road. If your car gets hit because of that, it's your fault. I don't care what anyone says. You know, they're not exactly the small drives either, they're huge. And the red car, which is supposed to be parked there on the left, what we'll do, we'll abandon that one. It's always in the most awkward place as well. I do believe the site agents should just say, plain and simple, bang, start banging doors every morning, get your cars moved. I would, because I'm horrible. It's a bit harder to get a low loader up here, I'm not gonna lie. And then you get another one parked there. So when you come in, you gotta try and avoid that. If I'd had my low loader on, I wouldn't have got in there then to reverse up. So straight away, trailers hanging out on the main road. Right, let's go and pick up this 21 and pop that into Whitchurch. let's see. So this is what's happening, because we're like really busy this week and I'm missing bits, so I can't do a full day. That's why it's all like choppy and changey. So God answer me now. We are waiting for that one, which that poor boy is the poor lad is rushing his nuts off to get done, because they've had a phone call for it and it was being used over there. So we're going to take this one off, put that one on. That's going to a job in Cardiff. So, and then we're going to come back and load, where's he gone? A dumper ready for Monday, which is, where's he gone? There. Yeah, I'm going to load that ready for Monday, and then we're off. Not actually sure where I'm off Monday. We'll see how it goes, as they say. See how it goes. I grizzle about tip of work, right? I don't actually mind it with that trailer. It's all right. Right, let's get this off anyway. So my friend asked me how I find it with them hooks for the buckets. Epic, makes my job so much easier, to the point I absolutely love them. Best invention ever. Unless, right, you have to take the machine out, which don't have them, and then you're back to that again. Didn't have a gumming bucket, so we had to pop that one on there. Look at him work hard.
The only time he works hard, that is.
So, I had a very traumatic experience the other day, and I don't really know what to do about it. I was watching something and it really traumatized me, to the point I've now had to go into severe counselling. I'm now normally heavily medicated in the night times to stop the dreams, the nightmares, the horrors, and I wake up in cold sweats. I think I need to explain it to you all, it's only fair. And the person who's caused these horrific issues I'm having, Mr. Andrews, Scott Andrews. More Scott, please. I watched his last vlog, video, whatever you want to call it, and it's clear that he never watched anything I've ever done, because if he did, he'd know how to shoot a trailer. I can't forgive you for that, Scott. I'm deeply saddened and hurt, and after 10 years I thought you might have learned how to do a dolly knot. So thanks for the, you know, for the trauma. I turned it off halfway through. I couldn't cope with it, and then I give myself a couple of days. I thought, you know what, he can redeem himself, that boy can. He didn't redeem himself. I seen how he folded the sheet up. So yeah, it was sad. Very sad. And I'll say no more about it. out here before they all start crying. Oh, where's he to? Oh, machine, where's he to? I'll probably have about 5 or 6 phone calls now on the way down here. Because it's Friday, I think it's about coming up 3 o'clock. They're all twitching to go home. But come on! Everyone knows transport don't stop. Yeah, that's what I'll be loaded when I come back. See, found it. Seatbelt on. You love it, you just go to leave and a little bit more on that side. Yeah, and you forget to take your trailer brake off. Special boss. So before the world complains and grizzles and cries, I'm not picking on Scott. I'm just annoyed that he hasn't watched my sheeting, and because he would have known how to sheet a trailer. I like Scott. Even to the point once I watched it, I had to message him because I thought to myself, I can't. I gotta let it out. Oh, haha, you're not coming in yet, mate? I'm coming out. She is a bit on the windy side. You just see it in the mirror where it's a little bit over. I'm quite going on the bolts. My markers on the 21s of the bolts got to be on the edge of the trailer. Oh, I ain't coming out, are you? Another one. They're all coming in. They're all coming in. Yeah, and we're just slightly off. Only slightly. Yeah, we're gonna load that Dream, whatever they're called. That's going to, that's going back. It was on hire to us, but we finished with it now. So that's going back Monday morning. And I'm not sure what I'm doing after that. Well, I kind of do, but we'll wait and see. Might be good, I'm not sure. We'll have to see how it all goes. We're gonna whip this down here now. The boys will be twitching down here now. I know for a fact they'll be twitching. So we get down here now by about 3:30, and we'll be on our way back up here by 4 o'clock, 4:15. We'll load down, we'll go. Oh, I had another card, and I think it's in my locker. I'm sure they said from the man cave. Very funny card. Rather inappropriate card, but still very, very funny. And I did have a cheeky few beers. Thank you very much for that. That was incredibly thoughtful. Nice. Thank you very much.